Oh, hi there. I'm glad you stopped by today. Did you know today is the first full week of Lent? Just like Advent helps us to get ready for Christmas, Lent is a season that helps us get ready for, that's right, Easter. This year, during Lent, I'm going to try out some different ways of praying or connecting with God. I was just praying for you, actually. Here, let me show you. You see? You guys are right here. I made a dot for each one of my Presby kids. And as I think of you, I'm putting a heart around your dot and I'm praying for you. You know, in church, we do a lot of praying in words, which is fine. But did you know you can pray without words? Some people think of prayer and it's a little scary to them just because they don't know what to do and maybe they're afraid that they might do something wrong. Did you know you can't do it wrong? Well, Jesus' disciples felt that way too. We know because they asked Jesus to teach them to pray. And that's when Jesus taught them what we call the Lord's Prayer. You know, Our Father in heaven. That prayer is just a spiritual word for connecting with or communicating with God. Part of prayer can be talking to God, and maybe you might use words or not. Another part of prayer is paying attention and noticing how God is with you and maybe how you can pray for other people, what God might want you to do for or with somebody. There are lots of different ways you can pray without words. What I'm doing today is called praying in color. See all that color? Anyone can pray in color. You don't have to be good at drawing or painting or coloring. You don't have to stay inside the lines. You don't even have to use more than one color. You don't even have to use a color. You can use black. Anybody can pray in color. Here, let me show you. You can start on just a blank piece of paper with any old pen. It could be a pen. It could be a colored pencil or a crayon, whatever you've got. So here we are. We've got our blank page. You can make maybe a circle or any old shape, anything. You don't even have to make shapes, just anything that comes to mind. It's called doodling. You just let your mind focus on God, and as things come to mind, maybe you put somebody's name in a shape, or you just think about that person, and maybe Fred has a test, and you want Fred to do well on the test, so as you're coloring around this circle, you think of Fred, and you ask that God would help Fred have that good test. And then maybe you start thinking about, oh, I have a test coming too. I'm going to pray for my test too. And you make your own little section and pray for your own test. You see how that works? This doesn't have to look like anything. It doesn't have to look good. It's just between you and God. And that is your prayer. I'm glad that you stopped by today. Maybe you can give praying in color a try this week too. Next week, I'm going to try praying in motion. So make sure you stop by again. I might have some ideas for you. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Join us for worship, Sundays at 10 a.m. Learn more at our website, presby.net.